peace, and aloha from my inner core to yours. If you are new here, welcome to the journey. If you are already part of this journey, thank you for your support. I appreciate you. And I figured it was time to give a little update. I am in, you can't really see it, sunny San Diego. And I'm very grateful that it's sunny because apparently there's this thing called June gloom in San Diego, or I guess maybe in California in general, where it's actually quite cloudy for most of June apparently. So I'm grateful the sun is out today. And I figured while I got the jack recharging the solar panels outside, while I'm cleaning some of our pots from stuff we cooked earlier, I would speak a little bit about what's going on, kind of catch you up on what's really happening in real time, because I have a lot of editing to do of things that we've already done that haven't gone up yet, so you don't know yet. But those are coming, and just to kind of quickly jump in on that, I have been recording everything we've been experiencing while we've been on the road, and it's pretty lengthy. We go on hikes, I talk about what we're experiencing, what we're learning, things that are coming up, any things that happen with the van. Those are things I share, and then I also share more personally on our Patreon, things that we're going through, like spiritually, galactically, like shadow workily, and I do speak about some of that on YouTube as well. But if there's anything I've been learning about myself, is that I am, as a projector, consistently dropping gems all the time because of all of this information I'm accruing from those around me. And then as all of those little details come together, they form a gem, and then I drop it. And I drop a lot of gems without honoring them. So I'm learning to honor myself and honor my wisdom, the value that I bring to the YouTube world, as well as to Patreon, as well as just as a being on Earth in general. And so a lot of the videos I'll be making from here on out on YouTube aren't going to be as long, or, pouring as much of myself out for like 30 something minutes, speaking all these things, and most people don't really have the attention span for that, unfortunately. And based on a reader that I follow religiously on YouTube, Balmy Spirit, she used to go by as Water Baby Tarot, she's Balmy Spirit now. She keeps speaking about the algorithm on YouTube changing and what it's prioritizing, which I'm not surprised. And so shorts are being prioritized, which is definitely not my vibe. I'm not someone who wants to just compile everything I've experienced into 60 seconds and imagine that you can understand how it felt. So if I really want to share something about how I felt, it's going to be on Patreon, and I'm going to keep things short and sweet and fun and still just as informational on YouTube, but it's going to be more shorts based. And I'll still share things video wise as well, but it definitely won't be like all of my machinations and inner thoughts and perspectives and viewpoints that I have about what I'm learning or experiencing as much anymore on YouTube, and that's okay. And I'm moving and adapting with the changes. My partner is currently on a walk down this, it's like a little boardwalk path right along the beach. We are right by the self-realization fellowship meditation. It was founded by Paramahansa Yogananda, which is one of like the only people Dustin actually has really felt deeply connected to, is in terms of like that person as a being and what they represented and what they did and who they actually were underneath all of that. So we didn't know, like, this is the first beach I ever came to. When I came to San Diego before on my own, if you're new here, I had lived out of my car over here before during the pandemic, the plandemic, but before I even knew that was going to happen, like I came over here and then it happened. But I came to Swami Beach as the first place I ever came to when I came to California, because I was like, oh, Swami, that sounds cool, and then did not know it was named after the Swami who founded the temple, like right down the road, which I did not see. So Dustin was very pleasantly surprised. So he is down there now taking a peruse of the gardens and going to take some time to receive his own little downloads and nuggets, and I'm going to be in here doing my thing. And the only thing I really wanted to update, other than the fact that I won't be doing as much of that and making more shorts on YouTube, excuse me, is also that we're all just going through a very intense astrological time right now. There's a lot of shifts always occurring planetarily, but like some big things have been happening in the skies that don't happen for years upon years. This really is that time of change, and it doesn't all happen at once. Sometimes it happens in steps and stages. And so my partner and I are kind of figuring out what that is for us. We're sitting with some of those things and the channel may look different based on some of the choices that we make and what we actually feel called to do and what we've learned from this trip. And if you want to know more about that, you can consider becoming a patron to join us on our more deeper journey. Otherwise, I will still see you on here and I'll still connect with you on YouTube, but I'm definitely having to flow with the changes. It's been a beautiful trip. I loved that the sun came out. I love that we're right by the ocean. I love that I can have time to just sit and rest, which this is really my first day of resting since being on the road. I drive most of the time to let my partner relax, as well as I'm a little bit more of I can relax more when I drive, just because, he's having so much fun looking at everything. He's not necessarily driving like I would drive. So I've been driving most everywhere, which means that I am engaging a lot of my energy and muscles all day, and we have had a very packed 3 weeks, and so this is our final week here in San Diego, and I just wanted to check in really quick before you see any of the videos that I'll be posting after this video, because I'll put this one out before everything, is that things are changing. Things are good. I am grateful. I'm still going through a lot of healing with my body right now. Still taking a lot of time to care for it, going through my Saturn return. So a lot's happening, but thank you for following on this journey. Thank you for flowing through the changes with me and understanding that things do change, and that's natural, and it's natural to change and not do the same things all the time. And change is good, and sometimes you might change to do something that you put down a long time ago and pick that back up, which is something that Spirit's been kind of bringing into me, and I've been having to sit with myself. So thank you for listening. I'm going to keep it short and sweet. I appreciate you. I love you. I thank you. I trust you are flowing and breathing and grounding through these changes right now, and really honoring what it is you want, doing your shadow work, loving your inner child, because that's all we can do. And we are the work that we are here to do. If there's anything that I've learned from being on this earth for almost 30 years now, it's that we are the work we are here to do, and from doing that, all else ripples. So thank you. Until next time, as always, I'm sending you peace and aloha.